Man, check this thing out. They are definitely full of it today. Weird how all these places always look exactly the same around the road. I just came over here to take a look. I saw something bright and yellow. Looks like somebody lost a bucket. Man, I'm gonna be chilling today. Happy Mother's Day. Second weekend in a row out here. Last weekend I came out here, I ended up cleaning for the final 5 hours. But today I'm going to be chilling. It's not going to get warmer than 75 degrees today. I forgot the little jacket thing. Man, these waters are deep. I don't think I've ever been out here when it's this deep. I'm about to check the levels. How does one check the levels out here though? Well, how do I check the levels out here? By sticking my hand under the bridge. Because many times before, especially in September, I come out here and I can practically go underneath this thing right here. I can't remember where that square was last time when I was out here last weekend. Man, this is scary looking though. Hold up. Bumper boats. Oh yeah, I can't touch it. What a beautiful day, would you look at that? Welcome to heaven. It's more heavenly now that I cleaned it up. I know there's a lot more spots out here probably need to be cleaned up. I'll have to worry about that later. Hold on. Oh yeah, okay, so I'm under here. All right, so you're looking at about maybe 4.5 feet deeper. That's wild. Man, am I ever going to have a heavenly day today? Trying to get up in here, chill for a little bit. I know it's not going to be too deep, but it's going to be deep enough that we can get in and experience the moonlight effect. Oops, we're hitting the stumps. It's gorgeous in here, ladies and gentlemen. Would you look at this? Happy Mother's Day, Mother Earth. Oh crap. And here comes, you know, we're about to get hit with some waves up in here, man. Dang. And they're going to be a little bit rough because they don't see us. When they don't see us, that means they don't slow down. And I was just crawling up in this place for some peace and quiet too. Here it comes right here. So much for the peace and quiet. Why does this make me laugh? I don't know. I guess because I'm just so happy just to be out. Oh, it's not deep at all right here. It's only about a foot deep. But look at that. Definitely gotta love it. I tell you this all the time though, it's kind of scary to look back at those historical aerials to see what this place used to be like back before they dammed up the river, Beaufort Dam, back to Lake Lanier, you know? Boy, was it ever so different out here. They actually had an old road out here. Just over here in the flood zone. Well, now it's part of the lake. I was blown away by that. You're gonna say, go look for old bottle dumps. Maybe later. I'm here to chill today. Because, you know, the second I get close to the highway through the woods up here, you already know what I'm going to end up doing. Gorgeous. Whole lot different than it was last weekend with all the cloud cover. I mean, it was beautiful with the puffy white clouds, and then the clouds rolled in for a little while, and then they cleared right back out as soon as the rain came down all around us. But it didn't rain where I was. I was too busy cleaning. And now I get to come right back out here too. Experience the cleanliness, the feeling of clean out here. After getting out 7 bags worth. Yeah, no, I got 3 39-gallon bags behind me. With the grabbers just in case. Just in case. But this is what I came out here for today. You're looking at it. Don't know how far I'm going to go. I thought about trying to go as far as I could. Further down. But you already know, as far as you go, you got to come back the same length. So if I'm a long distance down there in the Bermuda Triangle of North Lake Lanier, that might be a disaster. You get turned around in those backup zones. You don't know which one you're in unless you Google that thing. Try to figure out what extension you're in, or you'll never find your way out. You definitely got to know what's left and what's right. There's a lead weight right here. And here comes a boat. Three-fourths. Dang. It broke the lead and not the fishing line. Ain't that cool? Hope you like my little kayak chill sessions. I'm not going to make them too long. You're going to say you're a liar, man. All your kayak chill sessions are well over 2 hours long. Well, parts of them are personal, you know. Got some things over here to get. Worst nightmare. Definitely worst nightmare. Some of the time ain't nothing worse. Well, there are a lot of things worse than the 2-liter plastic containers out in heavenly places. I guess what's worse is the empty gallons milk cartons, that kind of thing. And then especially the antifreeze containers. Let's go ahead and grab it. Dang, bro. I don't know. Should I do this? I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for this. It's a bumblebee right here, trying to save himself, upside down. Come on, little guy. Grab on. Just don't sting me, all right? Gotta get you to safety. And keep me safe too. Don't be stinging my right big toe. Dang, the things I do. Oh, dang. What do I get myself into? Trying to save lives out here in heavenly places, man. Oh, dang. I'm trying to get them closer to the bank. So I can set them free. Let them dry off in this heavenly zone right up in here. Alright. Hope I don't get a copyright strike with that guy blasting country music in the background. Alright, come on, little guy. You're stuck right there. I'm nudging you. You're going to say, just leave him be, man. Let him dry off. He'll fly off. Yeah, he's trying to dry off. Maybe he's stuck. Yeah, let me just chill for a while. I don't know. Should we go in? Should we try it? I haven't been out here before in the zone. Well, because the waters are never this deep. Look how heavenly it is right here, though. We just passed right on through. Ain't nothing like letting nature live. Imagine if we were in Florida. Man, we'd be crazy. Alligators on both sides. Dang, look at that. Yeah, it's only like a foot deep right here. I'm barely making it through. But we made it through. Ain't never been up in here. So many times passing by after all these years. Only dreaming I could ever make it. Oh, I'm starting to see the bottom already. Dang, that was a big A fish for real. See, man, you scared the crap out of me, man. I know it's a warm pool up in here. The backup zone, man, that scared the crap out of me. Poor fish, though. I mean, they're probably thinking these little floating things in the air from these weeping willows. They're probably thinking they're bugs. It's lunchtime for them. Feeding time. And they're jumping up like that, using their energy to try to catch it, just to figure out they just got a mouthful of cotton. Well, you know, it's not cotton, but got the butterflies playing right there. The little ones. As you probably already know, it's never too safe to get out here anymore. Learned my lesson when I ran into that 7-foot rattlesnake this time last year. Let's just say closer to 6. Don't want to overestimate. But the more you overestimate, the more they try to keep you from getting out of the kayak. If it was a 2-foot long rattlesnake, I might consider it. The longer they are, the more you just want to stay in. The heck is that supposed to mean? Yeah, when you see that grass up in there, you know it was old farmland. You see the pines with the grass? I'm trying to think about where the old road was that cut through here before they backed it up. Before they made this a main highway out here. I mean, it was just like a little loop-de-loop thing. You know. They abandoned that old road because the surveyors realized that the waters are going back up and flood it. You know, it's practically right next to the highway. Probably some old wagon road, something like that. They usually were. Horse and buggy. Not a lot of people had cars out here back in the 20s. Probably had some old farming trucks. You know, they had the tractors and all. Maybe. About time I was able to trace this place out. I'm just trying to get closer to the side so I can get my bumblebee friend out. Can't be babysitting a baby, not baby, a bumblebee all day. I can see him moving. Trying to get us both to safety. That's what it's all about. Still no evidence of any kind of old road out here. It's been just a big hill the entire time. Also make it harder to get out. I'm looking for that one flat zone. Look at me out here looking for an old road. That was covered up back in the late 50s, early 60s. I'm going to try to avoid next to the highway though, because all I'm going to see is a bunch of garbage. You know that for a fact. I don't really think I can spend several hours just coming out here to do community service when it's just going to reappear again. It's not like I got the orange jumpsuit on. Feel like I'm getting closer. Always gotta go through China just to get to Buckhead in places like this. Hey, there's a rock. So far, not even one single piece of garbage yet out here. They're gonna say you haven't seen nothing yet. Just you wait. I can see the flashes of light over there going through the trees, man. The reflections of the vehicles. Yeah, that old road was right here somewhere. I bet it was just like over here. Cute. Once there be some turtles out here, they're gonna be like, what are you doing out here? We never see humans out here. They can't get here. Yeah, it's the backup zone right here, where it just levels out. That's probably where the old road was. Not about to get up in this thing. Yeah, you can tell that's where the roadbed was, right up in here, man. Either was right there, I see some kind of slope, but it probably was like right here. According to what I saw on historic aerials, it was just like a little loop thing before they created the main highway up here. Yeah, we're not about to get all up in here, man. Danger zone for real. Yeah, I'm just gonna get out for a little bit. Plus I gotta set him free, her free, whoever they are. I didn't see him fly off though. I gotta be careful. Maybe they're just chilling. I saw him moving around though. But you talk about being careful. You're gonna learn your lesson after you see that first one from like a year ago. And they blend in perfectly with the leaves. No joke, man. You don't have a prayer. Man. Ooh, all right. Almost up to the knee up in here. I know, I'm just gonna go looking around. Trying to see that old road, but it goes back into the main highway. I mean, what am I looking for? A 30-foot stretch of old road that might be visible from out of the water? Lame. Going to take them a while to get going up that hill. All right, come on, little guy. I know you're drying off, you're chilling. Yeah, dude just wants to stay hunkered down. Yeah, come on. Welcome to your new home. You're hanging on. Once you dry off, you'll be all set. I'm gonna have to watch this little guy here with one eye and keep the other eye peeled for something else with rattles on it. Watch me get stung and bit at the same time out here in heaven. Time to get it. But first, things I do, man. Well, they were drowning in the water. Gotta find a cool spot for them. And look, they're hanging on for dear life. So small the phone won't even focus. All right. Gotta get this thing right. The balance of nature. Man, they're still just like hanging on. Like someone climbing a skyscraper. A power pole. There we go. Heck yeah. They're gonna fly out before you know it. Thought I saw something. Well, I saw one of those little Spanish thorn bushes. And you always see those around old home sites and stuff. But that doesn't mean there was an old home site here. Could have been anything. I better hurry up, man. I'm driving these little ones out here crazy. I know I am. Yeah, the Spanish thorns are right up here. It's like moonlight out here. You're gonna say, go to the top of the hill. Well, I'm always whispering. Maybe I should have secured the kayak. We don't want a brisk wind to come by and just jar it loose. Man, they're going to test me today. Test my patience and test my other things. It's a dang plastic bag right here. But what if there's a snake right next to it? Am I going to get the garbage out of here and battle the snake? I don't know about this, guys. That thing's been up here for a while. Probably didn't float up here, probably blew in the wind. I'm just following the game trail to see what's up and to see what's down. But I know what you're going to say. What goes up must come down. That goes for everything. All these places like this, man, around these lakes, they all look exactly the same. I got to be careful with my mind. Don't need to be transplanting myself into a totally different reservoir. 80 miles from here. Or else I'll never find my way out. Go ahead and touch a rock that no human has touched before. Da Vinci style. Yeah, we're not going to get through here. There's a down tree right through here. It's blocking the entire way. Not to mention that, if you know about backup zones like this, places like this, they just go on forever until they level out completely. I can't believe I came all the way out here, got out of the kayak, just for a plastic bag and 2 plastic containers. No, for real though. I really came out, got out of the kayak to set the little bumblebee free. And whatever else followed was supposed to follow. Watch these entities out here speak up and say, about dang time. We've been trying to get you out here to pick this thing up for 3 years. Now I guess it's time to leave this zone. I'll be coming out again when the waters get high. Come out here to make sure it's still out here. Oh, that's a glass bottle, man. Can't take it. The roots have held on to it. Came over here to get that thing. Thought it was a plastic bottle. And it's a glass 40 ounce. Probably Miller High Life. Also, I was thinking about something else. You know, with all these tornado outbreaks and stuff in the past week and a half, out there through the Midwest, you know, through Texas, Louisiana, a few in Georgia, when those storms rolled through here on Wednesday. And then I just decided to get on the internet because something struck a nerve within me when I forgot about that EVP from a long time ago, when someone just flat out said, one of the entities out there, when I was in the woods one day, someone said tornadoes hate life. What I was talking about had nothing to do with tornadoes. It's almost like they're always trying to tell us something. Tornadoes hate life. So then just the other day, as soon as I learned about all these tornado outbreaks, and we're always filming them and viewing them in elevation as they go along the landscape, unless you're up in a helicopter and you look down at the damage, the miles and miles of damage that they produce, that they cause, all that damage. And it made me think about it, on how tornadoes are also connected to nature in a different way. You talk about a dragon, a different kind of dragon, a different kind of serpent, like a large snake slithering through the landscape. You know, think about it, how a tornado does that through the landscape. Changes direction, then goes straight, then turns. It's almost like it's carving its way through the landscape, like a snake. Interesting. Just a different way to look at it, you know? A different part of the devil. Like a snake slithering through the landscape. As a force of wind, destroying everything in its path. But on a higher note, did you ever think about how Stone Mountain looks almost exactly like a pitching mound? so pretty out here. I think I've already said that like 30 times today. Look at this zone. Ain't nothing like making to a place where no one can get to you, you know? Well, I meant humans. I didn't talk about like teddy bears. Dangerous wildlife. Uh-oh, I'm scraping something. Now I'm stuck. You know what, come to think of it, that one little stick just completely stopped me right here. Hold on. You know, I gotta put a spiritual swing on everything like Ronald Cunha. Swing at them balls in the strike zone. Spanking them things out. Into the gap. Across the fence. But that one stick at that perfect angle in the water right there got stuck in one of the handles underneath the kayak. Now think about this. You know, I talk about stuff like this all the time when it comes to balance of life. Your own decisions. Where your little boat is guided to. Out of all the space out here that I could have taken the kayak, I chose right here. And we were stopped exactly right here. Due to this. It's almost as if they want me to stop here. It could be for anything though. Just for the experience of it. Maybe it's dangerous if I keep going further. Maybe they want me to stop and turn around and look at something. That's why you got to think about life sometimes. Just like when I was pulling into the parking lot. Something I'd never seen before. There's a Volvo parked on the side of the road with a flat tire. Well, I haven't seen out here. And I kind of felt bad for them, you know? Being stranded out here in the country, but it is the main highway though. But maybe they were meant to get that flat tire there. And they chose to park on the side of the road and not pull into the parking lot. Out of all places, they're gonna pull onto the side of the road to fix a flat tire instead of pulling to the main parking lot to fix a flat tire. Just thinking. Maybe there's something out here that all of us have to see. Maybe the ones out here, the life of the land, the spirit of it, they know who those ones are that are meant to see it. And then they try to stop them so they can see it. Gotta see what this place is all about. No, I'm not about to get out. You're gonna say you're lying. You lie every time you say you're not gonna get out. It's not a lie. Not when I first say it. I just change things up like a Greg Maddux change up and change my decision later on. Man, there could be a signal tree out here. 304 years old. Man, look how this thing just comes to a point right here. What the heck was that? Oh, branch rubbing up against a plastic bottle. Ugh. Look how inviting it is. It's almost like they're just inviting us just to walk right on the edge, right into it, you know? It's like the edge of the point. the arrowhead. You enter into it, onto the even slope, and you walk right into it. But I'm definitely gonna have to get out. Ain't nothing like cleaning heaven. Man, this water in this zone right here is not warm. It's ice cold, which tells me there's a little tributary up in here. I can see the water flowing. I'm trying to be careful. You know how these leafy zones are. You take one step, and you go up to the knee and silt you can't get out of. That's a crow. Probably trying to warn me about something out here, man. Could be a giant snapping turtle just in this thing. Ready to snap. I know they gotta release that energy. They gotta release that stress though. They haven't snapped on anything in a while. Dang. Beautiful place. And we're about to make it prettier. I don't know about you, but I'm having an absolute blast. This is exactly what I came out here for today. To experience the light within the green. Or the green within the light. However you want to say it. And look at that. If you see any giant long ones, let me know. Hey, look, a perfect triangle. Welcome to heaven. Beautiful. I'm trying to stay grounded to the earth while I'm cleaning it. It's kind of hard walking on these sticks in here, but I'm all right with that. Hey, it's glass. It's a dropper, huh? Wonder what was in it. Surprised it didn't sink. Man, heavenly. See, I'm sinking already. I know I don't do the safest things. I say that half the time in my videos. Yeah, you know that water right there is ice cold. Whenever you see those large rocks, you know it's going to be cold. Because it comes out of the landscape. Spring water. The most perfect of all. About dang time somebody came out here to get this. I bet there's a whole bunch of glass stuff sitting up in here when the water's backed up back in the 60s and 70s when they first backed up the dam. The waters would be for dam. You're going to get a lot of the older glass stuff up in here, lining this little tributary thing. Maybe I should think about situations like this differently, you know. Maybe I should consider things like, like I said in a couple of times in my videos, you know, like when I was talking about creek hunting and how the waters, you know, get hot, get rough, expose other things below for us to find later. Either it's art pieces or if it's artifacts or not, you know. Or it's just the experience, just like this. And I was talking about how it doesn't depend, some of the time it doesn't depend on how deep the waters get. Some of the time it does, but some of the time it depends on how hard the waters flow. No matter how deep it is. Just like a situation like this. Like I told you, I was considering going as far as I could today. Further down the lake. To go places I haven't been in before. But maybe in a sense like today, maybe it shouldn't depend on how far I can go. It's all about the experience. If I can get in a different experience within the seven places out here, hold on, so something else causing me to stutter is hiding over here. But think about it. Maybe it's not all about the distance I need to cover and go as far as I can. Maybe it's just better if I'm just experience what I'm experiencing now without trying to cover long distance, because it's going to be the same no matter where I go. I just have to look at it differently. Because it's definitely going to be different after I clean it up. Welcome to the Bigs. Heck yeah, another one. I've only found one before. Not out here in a different location. Just chilling in the woods. Not garbage. Let's hope it's not plastic. I think it's plastic, man. It's plastic gardening shovel, man. I was hoping it was going to be steel or something like that, you know. For the kids. For light gardening. Chick-fil-A? Chick-fil-A stylized. What the heck is that supposed to mean? 2018? No, 2008. Chick-fil-A Properties Incorporated, Chick-fil-A stylized. Huh. What the heck is Chick-fil-A doing making a garden shovel? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's for fast food use. You know, dip it in something. Check this place out. Did somebody just say we're watching you? What a beautiful heavenly spot. One way in, one way out behind me. It's a weird spot for real. It's got this eerie feeling. There's like these strange little perfect mounds all over the place. There's one there. There's one there. There's one there. There's one here. There's one there. I mean, look at these things. They're like perfect mounds. I don't know if that was made by backhoes or what out here. Probably was. Probably not ancient burial mounds. I could be wrong though. They look quite strange. Quite interesting. And quite the heaven. The spot I've been looking for all day. The kind of spot where no one could get to you. I don't know how much more I can film. Probably next to nothing. Had to delete like 2 5-minute videos from like 3 weeks ago. Just to make room in the iPhone. iPhone memory full again. Because I'm a fool. For not... Dang, look at that. Transferring everything last night. Pictures galore. Got the memory full warning when I was taking pictures. Go figure. Man. Yeah, I'm going to get out and look around a little bit. Not going to go too far. It's too dangerous out here. The more further out and heavenly the place, the more dangerous the wildlife and everything else. Got to keep a lookout and keep in mind what I said. Nobody can get to us. So I got to think about the flip side of things when it comes to this. Not only can nobody get to us when it comes to boaters, other explorers, it's just me out here. But that's exactly what it means too on the other side. No one can get to us, which means if I run into some kind of trouble, being bit, attacked, whatever, nobody can get to us. Beautiful. You gotta get up, look around in every perspective. Look at that. Ain't nothing like it. I'm whispering because something humongous jumped up and got the heck out of here the second I even made a noise. The second I even got out of the kayak. Whatever it was big. I'm hoping it wasn't a bear. I mean, the bear just like lay down in high grass, chilling? Or is it mostly deer? They sounded kind of clumsy. beautiful out here, though. Yeah, I know we're on government property. It's the wetland habitat thing they got going on. Army Corps of Engineers, DNR. Orange things sticking up in the woods on the hills and stuff like that. You can never get out here unless the waters were deep enough. But they're still not deep enough for boats, but they are for kayaks. Man, I better not get attacked out here. I need to get more pictures. Beautiful. It's always yin yang up in this thing. I mean, think about it. When you're in a place like this, it's so beautiful and so heavenly. For some people, it makes you feel like you have to be more quiet. Because just being human in a place like this disturbs everything. Yeah, but here's a mound here. I mean, these things are strange. It just makes me think that they just came out here and did this thing. Farmers and stuff. Here's one right here. This is so dangerous. Well, I tried. Dang it. Tried what? Somebody just pulled up in a boat. Or kind of could have been a jet ski, but they can't get up here. There's two humongous log jams blocking the way. And you can only get in on a kayak. So I still might be safe. I think I'll just chill here for the rest of the day. It's already like almost 5 o'clock. This is exactly what I was looking for today. A place like this. Let's hope I don't forget what time it is. Man, don't grab your drawers. Someone over here in a female voice said, "Help me." Right over here. I'll see you later. I gotta save the memory on the iPhone for more pictures. Have a good one. Happy Sunday. Welcome to heaven. Man. And I thought I had it right today. Man, bump this. I'm not saying this. What's to my left, man? Amen. Man, quite the heaven out here. Look at that. Quite the hideout. Belongs to somebody. Not me. Oh, dang. Well, looks like I came all the way out here just for some garbage. New school for real. Ain't nothing like cleaning heaven. Well, can't go any further. Massive log jam right here. Talk about keeping people out. Oh well. Time to chill the rest of the day. A couple more hours. Oh crap. Get a load of this thing right here behind me. You'll never believe it. Dang. This thing's got to be the largest one I've ever come across. What the heck is going on out here? Oh, there's a green bottle floating in the middle of the river. I got to get that thing later. No one would ever notice this thing. Get a load of this thing over here. Man, look at all what we're surrounded by. And I guarantee you, no one is ever going to see something like this, except for me. Man. Gotta be the largest naturally made finger pointer rock I have ever laid my eyes on. Well, discovered. Man, that thing is massive. Would you look at that? Hey, get a load of this over here. Someone was probably trying to do some Da Vinci style. This is my first time in this backup zone, because the water's like 5 feet deeper than normal. There's something black over there on the side. I need to go take a look at that. But this thing right here, you talk about Da Vinci style. Well, I'm not going to know until I go and see. It could be a bag of garbage. Who knows? Somebody Probably just threw it out of their boat. Who knows, it could have some bad stuff in it, if you know what I mean. But if it's got garbage, garbage is bad. I'll take it to the dumpster. Yeah, we're on the other side of the bridge. We're in that backup zone. I've always wanted to come out here on this side. And this is what I get to see before I head on out of here. All right. Come to think of it, I was thinking about something. I'm about to fall over. First time standing up in a while. Been like 2 hours. But think about this. What if someone picked up the garbage out here and intended to come back to get the bag, but the waters were too low, so they aborted the mission? We'll get a load of this. Check this out. I just picked up that big bag over there. It's mostly full of glass. Someone did some kind of Da Vinci style cleaning, and I guess the waters were too low for months for them to come back and pick it up. So I grabbed it, because the waters are up like 5 feet. No one could ever get out here. But take a look at this. Talk about Da Vinci style. There's a whole stash of garbage sitting up in here. Someone came out here and picked up the banks of this little backup zone. I bet them things have been sitting there for at least 6 months. Stuff is growing on them. Looks to be about 5 bags, 6 bags, but they're in the entire, like, they're the large, humongous bags. The 45-gallon bags. The construction bags. Looks like I'm going to be making some trips back and forth to the boat ramp. And I mean right now. But who gets the credit for the cleanup? You know how I feel about that. It wasn't me who picked up everything on this side, because you can't get out here unless it's full pull. And now we're about to get some full bags, but I'm not taking the credit. The ones who picked up the garbage, they get the credit in heaven's books. I just found the bags that they couldn't come back to get. You're looking at about 10 minutes each trip. I bet those things weigh probably 50 pounds apiece. My style. Clean up heaven. I know, tell me about it. Look how dark it's getting out here. 8:30 on the nose.